let's talk about a subject that is near and dear to my heart, but also is a little bit of a pet peeve in the way I see it managed a lot. Thyroid disease. Sounds like a very daunting situation. What I see a lot is a lot of undermanagement or straight up mismanagement. Why? Because we focus too much on numbers and reference ranges and we pay little attention, at least some of us, I do not, but we pay special attention to symptoms, right? So the only way to really truly regulate and optimize thyroid health is by paying attention to the person, paying attention to their functional demands, to their neurologic demands, and from that, you design a plan, right? So what I see commonly is people basically checking one thing, which is a TSH, and saying, well, extrapolating from a TSH, well, if TSH is normal, you don't have any thyroid issues, despite the fact that you may have 10 symptoms that are very consistent with it, and let it go. Well, here's the thing, guys. TSH is technically not a thyroid hormone per se, it's a brain hormone, right? You really don't know the true state of your thyroid gland, of your thyroid function, until you measure T4, T3, total T4, total T3, free T4, free T3, at a bare minimum. There's some additional tests I won't bore you with here, but clearly they're important. And why are they important? Because thyroid hormone is a hormone that has effects on every single part of the human body, right? So it's not just temperature regulation, right? It's the way you metabolize food, it's the way you metabolize cholesterol. Clearly we see a link with that. It's the way the brain functions and so on and so forth, right? So number one, you have to test for the right things and you have to look at the right things, but then you have to interpret that. You have to put that together with an individual. So I can literally have two individuals side by side with identical numbers and do very different things depending on symptoms, right? So you look for symptoms, you look for the underlying cause, and from that point you treat it. The idea is to balance the thyroid in such a way that you're addressing T4, which is the major molecule, but that you're also dealing with T3, which is the little brother, if you will, that oftentimes gets disregarded. I'm a little brother, I would know. And so from that point, you find a balanced structure, right? So it's not the same dosage for everybody. It's not the same T4 preparation for everybody, but rather it's optimizing it, enhancing it for the individual. The needs do change. Men and women, certainly, we all have thyroid. We need thyroid to survive, but the demands are very different. So the demands for somebody who works 20 hours a day and never sleeps and run triathlons is one thing. The demand for somebody who is sedentary is a different thing. And then between those two extremes, there's a lot of subtleties, right? So the proper way to do it is to really sit down, have a conversation with your doctor about what it means to you, how you're feeling, how you're truly doing emotionally, physically, mentally, so on and so forth, and from that point, design the better treatment for you. If you'd like to know more about thyroid health or hormone health in general, don't hesitate to give us a call.